Okay, today I'm going to discuss with you 2011 paper, right? So there are some questions we have to discuss. Okay, right. So this is MCQ 27, right? I think we have to discuss which of the following statement is correct regarding a compiler and interpreter. Last day I discussed with you, the program translating translators and some of the factors we discussed, right? Okay, so let's see the question. So you can remember this one, right? So I discussed with you මම ඔයගොල්ලොත් එක්ක ගිය අන්තිම සතියේ අන්තිම දවසේ කතා කරා පුතේ ඇසෙම්බලි භාෂාව තියෙනවා ඒ වගේම high level නැත්නම් ඉහළ පෙළේ භාෂා තියෙනවා. ඉතින් ඒව හැම එකක්ම අපි අනිවාර්යයෙන් යාන්ත්‍රික භාෂාවට පරිවර්තනය කරන්න ඕන. එතකොට ඒකදී අපි පරිවර්තකය භාවිත කරන්න අවශ්‍ය වෙනවා. ඇසෙම්බලි භාෂාව පරිවර්තනය කරන්න නම් අපි ඇසෙම්බලර් පාවිච්චි කරනවා. ඉහළ පෙළේ භාෂා පරිවර්තනයට නම් අපි කම්පයිලර් නැත්නම් ඉන්ටර්ප්‍රිටර් සම්පාදකය සහ අර්ථ වින්‍යාසය සිංහල මීඩියම් දරුවෝ ඒ වචන පුරු වෙන්න පුතේ. So we should use there are three translating programs to convert the assembly language into machine code. We have to use assembler. That is also that assembler also this program, one of the program, and high level language should translate into machine code by using compiler or interpreter. Sometimes both are using, right? Okay, now we can go to here and there are normally that compiler and interpreter use two methods. So normally compiler completely at once convert that program into machine code. Interpreter line by line, right? සම්පාදකය සහ අර්ථ වින්‍යාසය සම්පාදකය කියන්නේ පුතේ සම්පූර්ණ ක්‍රම ලේඛනයම එකවර යාන්ත්‍රික භාෂාවට පරිවර්තනය කරනවා. Interpreter කියන්නේ අර්ථ වින්‍යාසය. එයා කරන්නේ එක line එකෙන් line එක තමයි යාන්ත්‍රික භාෂාවට පරිවර්තනය කරන්නේ. අපි බලමු. Right. Interpreter translate all statement into machine language instruction before program executions. You know it is incorrect. No, it is not that function doing normally compiler. No. Second one, a compiler translate each statement into machine language instruction one at a time during the program execution. So I think we should change those words, right? Right. Next one, a compiler needs an interpreter for program execution. Compiler needs an interpreter. Normally some program translate, some of the programming languages are using compiler, only the compiler. Some of the programming languages are using only interpreter. Some of the programming languages are using both, right? So therefore we can't say just like this. So it is also incorrect, right? Third one, වැඩසටහන ක්‍රියාත්මක සඳහා සම්පාදකයට අර්ථ වින්‍යාසයක් අවශ්‍ය වේ කියන එක වැරදි නේද පුතේ? ඊට පස්සේ අපි බලමු last one, an interpreter translates each statement into machine language instructions one at a time during the program executions. So answer should be last one. Is that your answer? Right? I think you have that answer, right? Yes, very good. Okay, now we can go to the next one. Okay, right. So next question is the phase, so one of the space development phase of the system development life cycle. So last week normally I think last week, oh yeah, very yes, I think we discussed those things, right? SDLC we discuss and finish, right? අපි මේ කොටස සම්පූර්ණයෙන් සාකච්ඡා කරලා ඉවරයි. Phase of the SDLC concerned with system functionality meeting user requirements, right? User requirements, effective use of resources and cost effectiveness. Which of the following is more suitable for filling the above blank? පද්ධතියේ කාර්යබද්ධතාව, පරිශීලක අවශ්‍යතා සපුරාලීම, ඵලදායී සම්පත් භාවිතය සහ පිරිවැය ඵලදායීතාවය, right? ඵලදායීතාවය යන දෑ පද්ධති සංවර්ධන ජීවන චක්‍රේ, right? අපි මේක හොඳට කතා කරා. ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මතක ඇති මම ස්ටෙප්ස් ටික අපි ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ බුක් එකේ තිබෙන තේ requirement analysis වල ඉඳලා නමුත් මම කිව්වා ඊට කලින් අපි දැනගන්න ඕන problem definition, feasibility study and analysis part. අන්නේ කොටස් අපි කතා කරද්දී we discuss those things, right? You can remember. So that answer should be what? Cost effectiveness. So we should yes, very good. Feasibility study, right? Shakyata අධ්‍යයනය, right? ඵලදායිතාවය මේක අපිට මේක මේ වාසිදායකයිද මේ යොදන මුදලට මේක ප්‍රමාණවත්ද මේක ඒ වගේ ඒ හැම දෙයක්ම මේක අදාළ සම්පත් අපිට ප්‍රමාණවත්ව තියෙනවද? So we should find those things, right? So that is very important. So that answer should be fourth one. Very good, right? 29th, which of the following best describe wait I want to ask, so analysis, I think you can remember requirement gathering, right? Requirement gathering, system analysis, requirement gathering. So you have to revise that requirement gathering techniques and all, right? System designing, so we have to think about the database designing, interface designing, software architecture design. There are so many things, right? With the system designing, right? Implementation mean that is normally we study it as deployment, right? It should be deployment. So deployment mean we have to install the real system into a real location, right? Ara sampurna aluth new system එක real location එකේ deploy කරන install කරන ස්ථාපනය කරන එක තමයි පුතේ deployment කියන්නේ, right? Okay, right. Now we can go to the next question. Which of the following best describes the direct implementation? So this should be deployment, right? Earlier syllabus they use that word as implementation, but it should be deployment, right? Implementation කියන්නේ ඇත්තටම programming කරන එක පොතේ. හරි? ඒ කියන්නේ flow chart design කරාට පස්සේ අපි programming කරන එක තමයි coding කරන එක තමයි ඇත්තටම implementation කියන්නේ. Therefore it changed that word as deployment, right? මේ implementation කියන word එක අයින් කරලා උගන්ට deployment කියන word එක දැම්ම, but this is 2011 paper, that's why it's there, right? Okay, which of the following best describe the direct deployment as used in system development? So that is very interesting. You can remember there are so many advantages and disadvantages, so we discussed deeply those things, right? මම ඒ ටික ඔයගොල්ලොත් එක්ක හොඳටම කතා කරා. මතක නැත්නම් ආපහු මේ වීඩියෝ ක්ලිප්ස් අරගෙන බලන්න පුතේ. හරි? The new system is introduced alongside the existing system. හරි? අර පරණ සිස්ටම් එකක් තියෙද්දිම ඒ සමගම new system එකක් දෙනවා කියලා කියන්නේ ඒ මොකද්ද? That is parallel deployment, නේද? ඒක හින්දා ඒක ගන්න බෑ. අහන්නේ direct deployment. One component is implemented and the others are implemented if it is successful only. ඒ මොකද්ද? That is, you know, that is phase deployment, නේද පුතේ? කලාප ක්‍රියාත්මක කිරීම, නේද? කොටසක් implement කරලා ඒක okay නම් විතරක් ඊළඟ කොටස deploy කරනවා, නේද? ඉතින් ඒක අපි කියනවා කලාප ක්‍රියාත්මක කිරීම නැත්නම් phase deployment, right? Third one, operation of the manual system is stopped and then the new system is introduced. So you know what is that? Very stressful process, right? For the developers and for the users, both are normally stressed because why? It stopped the new system and just start the, sorry, it stopped the manual system and just start the new system, right? Manual system, no, maybe sometimes all system may be manual or computer based system. hari අපිට ඒක හරියටම කියන්න බෑ. සමහරට පරණ මේ computer based system එකක් වුණත් තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. කොහොම නමුත් ඒ ඕනම system එකක් නවත්තලා new system එක start කරන එක තමයි පුතේ අපි කියන්නේ. ඇත්තටම මොකද්ද? That is direct deployment, නේද? ඍජු ක්‍රියාත්මක කිරීම කියලා කියන්නේ all system එක stop කරලා new system එක පටන් ගන්නවා. අපි ඒකේ advantages disadvantages අපි හොඳටම කතා කරා. ඒවා ඔයගොල්ලෝ මතක් කරගන්න පුතේ. The new system is implemented in parts, right? එහෙම new system එක කොටස් වශයෙන් නෙමෙයි. අපි answer should be third one. I think you selected that answer, right? Third one. Okay, now we can go to the next. Okay, 30th one. Consider the following statements regarding system development activities, right? Again, one of the question from SDLC. making changes to hardware and software, right? Okay, දුඩාංග මුද්දුකාංග වල වෙනස්කම් ඇති කිරීම. Correcting detected errors in the system after deployment, right? සමහර වෙලාවට අර testing period එකේ හම්බෙච්ච නැති errors okay කරන එක නැත්නම් debug කරන එක තියෙනවලු. හරි, අපි බලමු ඊළඟ එක. Introducing new user requirements into the system. අකෝ කාලෙත් එක්ක new user requirements එන්න පුළුවන්. ඒවා හඳුනාගෙන ඒවා වෙනස්කම් කිරීමත් අපි සිදු කරනවා. So what is this? Which of the above activities are involved in the maintenance phase of the system development life cycle? So you know your answer is correct. Very good. That is third one. Very good, right? It should be there. You can remember there are 3 reasons to do the right. Okay. Right. One of the unknown person is there, but immediately I put joint, right? Okay, right. Right, let's do the continue the lesson. Right. Okay, now I think there are no any problems, so it is normally we have to consider those things in maintenance level. Right, now we have to go to the question number 31. Right. Okay, so this is normal general knowledge question, right? Okay, a student needs to send the digital copy of the printed photograph to the friend living abroad. Consider the following procedures. Taking a copy, right? So you know that answer. What is that? Taking a copy using the digital camera, saving it as an image file, then sending via email. So normally we are using that method, no? Right? Nowadays, no problem. We are using that method. But look at others. Sending the photo using the normal post and scanning the photograph, saving it image file, then send via email. Scan the photograph. So no need to do that one, right? But what should be the answer? What about your answer? Student needs to send the digital copy of the printed photograph, right? Yes, what is that? A and C. Yes, you can you can select A and C both, because likewise, so scanning the photograph and saving it as an image file, then sending via email, right? According to the both method we can send, right? According to the question, so you have to select A and C, right? Very good. Okay, now we can go to the next question, 32. Consider following statement relating to the internet, right? So we have done internet and email introduction and all, right? Each machine requires the unique address called an IP connected to the internet, right? මම ඔයගොල්ලන්ට කිව්වා internet වලට connect වෙද්දී ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ address එකෙන් uniquely identify කරගන්න පුළුවන් කියන්නේ. So you can remember that we call IP address, right? Now in this time I'm also one of the part of the internet, right? මමත් එක පුද්ගලෙක් විදිහට ඉන්නවා. I have one of the IP address, right? එතකොට ඒ විදිහට හැමෝම සම්බන්ධ වෙනවා unique address එකකින්. So that is very important. IP mean that is internet protocol address. Internet protocol address, right? Okay, let's go to the question. So that is correct, no? www comprises of collection of electronic documents, right? මම එදා ඔයගලන්ට මේ lesson එක කතා කරද්දී හොඳටම මතක ඇති. There are so many services. So you know, collection of electronic documents we call www, right? So other services are email and what are they? Other instant message services. There are so many, social media, right? Okay, let's check the answers. See, an HTML document which is accessible through the internet is called a web page, right? Okay, so it is correct, no? Right. Right. So what should be the answer now? So above statements are correct. A, correct, no? B, C. A, B, C, all very good, right? Right. Right. Now that is very easy. 33. 2 students access the same website using 2 machines in their school computer laboratory. The 2 computers must have different what? Different You can select the answer. Right? What is that? Yeah, it is IP address. Very good, right? Okay. Right. I think there are no any problem. But web browser, what is web browser? When you are going to the internet, first of all, you should click on the web browser, right? Web අතිරික්ෂුවක් මත ක්ලික් කරලා තමයි පුතේ අපි පළවෙනියටම අන්තර්ජාලයට සම්බන්ධ වෙන්නේ මුලින්ම පරිගණකයේ හරහා. එතනදී so what are the example for the web browsers? Firefox, right? Google Chrome, right? Explorer. There are so many web browsers, right? Right, next one, internet service provider. So I discussed last day, internet service provider. There are so many ISPs, SLT, Dialog, Mobitel and all, right? IP address, you know, that is the, this normally we discuss about, there are two notations, decimal notation and binary notation. Then how many bytes? How many bytes? Right, it is 4 bytes, no? How many bits for the IP address? How many bits for the 1 byte? 8, no? Then 18 to 4, 32. Very good, right? Then 18 to 4, 32 bits. Yeah, 32 bits. Very good, right? Okay, next we can go to the next, right? So that is very, what is another one? Operating system. So you know about the things about the operating system, right? Now we can go to the next question, right? So this is the IP address use. 34. What is the domain name of the URL? What is the domain name of the URL, right? So last day we discussed those things, right? So what is HTTP? That is protocol, no? Then www, World Wide Web. So what is the answer? Sri Lanka.lk is very good, right? Sri Lanka.lk, that is the domain name. So what should be the top level domain? What is the top level domain? Is it welcome? Right? No, it is not the, what is the top level domain? .lk, right? So fourth one is the top level domain, right? Okay, .lk is the top level domain, right? ඉහළ වසම් නාමය කියලා කියනවා සිංහලෙන් අපි නේද? හැබැයි අපි ආන්සර් එක වෙන්නේ domain name එක srilanka.lk. So that is very important. We discussed those things last day, right? Okay, so you can remember, I think, right? Now we can move to the next question. Consider the following statement regarding the HTML tags. A char defines the horizontal role. Yes, a char, horizontal role, right? It defines the horizontal line, and normally it is empty tag. මේ HR කියන්නේ පුතේ එයා තනියෙන් තියෙන tag එකක්. හරියට BR වගේ නේද? HR කියලා අපි දාපු ගමන් horizontal role එකක් කියන HR clause එකක් නැහැ. HR backslash කියලා આવත් ඒ කියන්නේ HR කියන tag එකම තමයි. හරි, හැබැයි backslash HR කියලා එකක් නැහැ. හරි, ඒ නිසා හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න HR කියන්නේ පුතේ horizontal role, it is empty tag. එයා තනියෙන් ඉන්න tag එකක්. LI list item creates an ordered list. Wrong, no? Normally we are using to create the ordered list, we should use OL, right? To insert the list items only we can use LI, right? So that is wrong. What about the unordered list? It should be UL, neither. Anith එක මොකක්ද අපි definition list DL, right? Okay, now this is LI, so it is incorrect, right? P creates the page break. It is wrong, right? Normally, why we are using P? That is to denote the paragraph, or to leave the lines both side, up and down side, we can put para tag, right? අර මොකක් හරි image එකකට හරි p open p close කියලා අපි දැම්මොත් img එක අතර දෙපැත්තෙන් p open p close දැම්මොත් මොකද වෙන්නේ පුතේ? image එකේ උඩිනුයි යටිනුයි දෙපැත්තෙම lines දෙකක් leave වෙනවා. හරි, ඒක අපි ඕනම තැනක පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන්. නැත්නම් අපිට paragraph නෙවෙයි නිකන් වචන ටිකක් දාගන්න නිකම්ම ලියන්න පුළුවනි. නමුත් p tag එකෙන් කරන්නේ අර විදිහේ lines leave කරන එක කරලා break කරනවා paragraph එක. br එක දැම්මොත් ඒත් break කරගන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි br එකෙන් කරන්නේ emergency next line එකට break කරන එක නේද? So which of the above is are correct? So p incorrect, li incorrect, hr is Correct, no? So answer should be A only. Very good, right? Okay, now we can go to the next. Consider following HTML statements. So you can see what is this? This is definition list. So that is very easy, right? So you can see the definition titles and all and descriptions. You know it get the indentation by using this DD tag, no? Right. So first one, you know it is incorrect. So you can pick the answer. What is the answer, Puta? Yeah, second one is the answer. Very good, right? There are no any bolded letters, right? If you want bolded letters, you should put here B open, B close text, right? If you want, then you have to put B open, B close. If there are some B open, B close text here, so you have to pick the bolded headings, right? Bolded headings din answer එක තමයි එතනදී pick කරන්න වෙන්නේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ට. So this is the unordered list, UL. There are no any. This is not the list, right? Okay, now we can go to the next question, right? So answer is second one. Okay, 39. Consider following three statements. Is unique name that identifies the website, right? Last day, we discuss kara. So what is the unique name of the website? It should be domain name, but I think domain name we didn't discuss, right? Api domain name එක මම in detail කතා කරේ නැහැ. නමුත් මම URL එක ගැන කියද්දි මම පොඩ්ඩක් ඒක ඔයගොල්ලන්ට කිව්වා. මොකද it is very important. Each and every website කියන්නේ සිංහලෙන් අපි කියන web අඩවි. Each and every website has a unique domain name, right? සෑම වෙබ් අඩවියකටම කියන්නේ වෙන්නෝ වසම් නාමයක් ඇත, right? So that is very important. A website is a collection of web pages. Website එක කියන්නේ web පිටුවල එකතුවක්. Each and every web page has a unique address that we call uniform resource locator, URL, right? So that is very important. Okay. Is unique name, so you know that is domain name. So we have to we can pick third one or fourth one. So we should find the answer. Yes, then look at the second one. We have to go to the second option. B is the unique address of the file that can be accessible on the internet. That is URL. Very good. So last one, IP is a unique number that identifies the machine on the internet. So it is third one. Very good, right? Okay, now we can go to the next, right? Seventh one. Vimal studies abroad. His parents are okay. So this is the question from part 2, right? I get this question too because there are some special things from regarding the system development life cycle. මේ පද්ධති සංගත ජීවන චක්‍රයට අදාළ කොටස් ටිකක් තියෙන නිසා මම මේ 7 වෙනි ප්‍රශ්නේ ගත්තා. මම හිතන්නේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ කරලා නැද්ද දන්නෙත් නැහැ. නමුත් මට මේක කියන්න ඕන විශේෂ කරුණු ටිකක් තියෙන නිසා ගත්තේ. මම ආන්සර් එකම නෙමෙයි පුතේ. ඔයගොල්ලෝ ආන්සර් එක මේව කරලා පස්සේ මට පුළුවන් නම් එවන්න. නමුත් මට විශේෂම දේ තමයි මේක ස්පෙෂල් කියන්න තැන් ටිකක් තියෙනවා. Here you can see Vimal studies abroad. His parents communicate with him by sending letters through the postal service. He told his parents that it is easier and cheaper to communicate through the email, right? These two other methods his parents could use to communicate with Vimal using the internet, right? So I know that is very easy, right? Normally he used what? Sending letter, but he told the parents it is easier, cheaper and communicate through the email. To other methods, so you cannot write the email, right? Because it is there. So you should think about the other methods. Yes, what is that? Yes, very good. Video conferencing, video chatting, very good. Right? You cannot write it as Skype, right? And video, it's okay. Video chatting after you, or video conferencing after you can write Skype. Because Skype is the commercial word, right? Skype, okay. But if you write it as a long Skype only, no marks, right? It should be video conferencing or video chatting. Then after you can write it as the example, Skype, right? What else? And you can use the social media, right? And what else? So video chatting, videos, conferencing, there are two, right? And you messengers, but you cannot write down the example, right? Skype කියලා එහෙම ලියන්න බෑ. ලියන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි අරක ලියලා පොතේ. මොකද්ද? සිංහලෙන් අපි කියන වීඩියෝ සම්මන්ත්‍රණ පැවැත්වීම වරහන් ඇතුළේ වට ඕන දාන්න පුළුවන් Skype, right? There are so many things, but Skype දාන්න පුළුවන්. Now we are using Zoom and all, no? Yes, very good, right? Okay. Right. Now, so you should write the correct answers for that, right? List 3 advantages in communication via email instead of the traditional postal mail service, right? So, you know, right? So, nowadays also, normally, normal mail, right? It is shut down, right? But we can use email, right? මේ වෙද්දී ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ term test papers එහාට ගිහින් මෙහාට ගිහින් අපි ඔක්කොම discuss කරලා ඔක්කොම ඉවරයි නේද? So it is quick, very good, right? It is quick. Right? Sometimes it's secured, right? And we can attach a video and pictures and all, right? So there are so many advantages with the email other than the traditional mail, right? Make a good question compulsory questions to before the 2000 level, right? Okay. Now, Roman number 2. Assume that you are planning to replace the existing library information system of your school with a web-based system, right? So that is talking about old system and new system, right? Okay, now we can go through the question. Right? 3 aspects you would consider in order to ensure that the new system is feasible, right? Right. So, there are 3 aspects when you are doing the feasible study. So, what are they? Technical feasibility, right? Economical feasibility, operational feasibility. So, those are the things you have to think about, right? සිංහලෙන් අපි කියනවා තාක්ෂණික ශක්‍යතාව, ආර්ථික ශක්‍යතාව සහ මෙහෙයුම් ශක්‍යතාව. ඉතින් මේවා අපි හොයලා බලනවා ශක්‍යතා අධ්‍යයනයේදී. නේද? ඉතින් ඒක අපිට ආන්සර් එකට ගන්න පුළුවන්. What about B? Which implementation? So this is very important, right? Mama make a බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන මේ වගේ question එකක් ආයේ කියලා පුතේ. හරි? So this is one of the target question, right? Which implementation method? So here we should use deployment, right? Which deployment method out of the direct and parallel would be most appropriate for the new library system? Justify your answer, right? Justify your answer. This is very important, right? Okay. Justification is very dangerous, right? So if you say yes, so you should prove it by using some factors. Why did you say yes, right? ඔයා yes කිව්වොත් ඔයා ඔව් කියලා කිව්වොත් ඔයා ඔව් කියන්න හේතු දෙන්න ඕන පුතේ. හරි? ඔයා නෑ කියලා කිව්වොත් ඇයි නෑ කිව්වේ කියන එකට හේතු දෙන්න ඕනි. හරි? right. එතකොට මේකේ ආන්සර් එක පුළුවන් ද ලියලා එවන්න, right? මම බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන ඉස්සරහට ඒ කියලා අර විදිහට මම කිව්වේ කාගේ හරි ස්ටේට්මන්ට් එකක් තියෙනවා මෙන්න මේකට අනුව මම කැමතියි මේකේ ආන්සර් එක ඔයගොල්ලන් ටයිප් කරත් කමන්නේ නැත්නම් ලියලා ඉවුවත් කමන්නේ පුතේ WhatsApp එකේ හරි කමන්නේ group එකේ දාන්න එපා ප්‍රයිවට් එවන්න නිකන් පොඩ්ඩක් ලියලා බලන්න එවන්න බලන්න මට උත්තරේ පොඩ්ඩක් බලන්න ඕන ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ ඒකේ answers, right? Okay. ඒක එතකොට අපි වස්ස කතා කරමු. Right. Now we can go to the next question. මම ඔයගොල්ලන්ට කිව්වර මගේ පොඩ්ඩක් ඇලවෙච්ච page එකක් තිබ්බා නේද? නමුත් ඒකත් මම කොහොම හරි ඔන්න snipping tool එකෙන් දාගත්ත ඔයගොල්ලෝ එක discuss කරන්න. What feature of electronic presentation software can be used to move an image on the slide smoothly from left to right? So what is that? It is yes, animation. The slide layout mean you can normally you can get the new slide. So there are some layouts. They are partition කරලා තියෙනවා නේද පුතේ? slide එක partition කරලා තියෙන එක තමයි අපි කියන්නේ slide layout කියලා. slide transition වල දන්නා slide by slide යද්දී වෙනස් වෙන එක, effect වෙන එක. slide designs, there are so many designs with the slide, right? Okay, so that is very easy. Animation නේද? answer එක එන්න ඕනේ. Which of the following is correct regarding the primary key in the relational database? Right? So this is very important. So what should be the primary key? ප්‍රාථමික යතුරු කියන්නේ මොකක්ද කියන එක. විනාඩි 8යි ගන්න තියෙන පුතේ චුට්ටක් මේ නැවතුනොත් ඔයගොල්ලෝ ආපහු චුට්ටක් ජොයින් වෙන විනාඩි 15කට 20කට හරි මේ පොඩි දෙයක් මොකද අපි 2019 අද පටන් ගන්නවා කියව නිසා MCQ කීපයක් හරි ඩිස්කස් කරන්න අවශ්‍යයි. හරි බ්ලොක් නොත් ආපහු ලොගින් වෙන්න. right. Okay, it must be unique. Very good. Eka ananya විය යුතුයි. It should be unique, right? ඒක අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම first column එකේ තියෙන්න ඕන කියලා එහෙම නීතියක් නෑ පුතේ. හරි? ඒක ඕන තැනක තියෙනවා. But it should be unique. And it must be of numeric data type. එහෙම එකක් නෑ. නේද? හැම වෙලේම registration number, identity card number ඒ වගේ ඒවා කියලා සංඛ්‍යාත්මක අගයන් වෙන්න ඕන කියලා නීතියක් එහෙම නැහැ. නේද? Maybe your address, maybe your personal address sometimes, right? Okay. It can be empty. No, it is wrong. No, it cannot be empty. It cannot be a null value, right? It cannot be a null value, right? Okay. But me long line එක අයින් කරලා දාන්න වැරදීමකින් එන්න ඇති කියලා මම හිතනවා. ඒක අයින් කරන්න, right? නැත්තම් මට පුළුවන් ඔයගොල්ලන් ඔක්කොම බ්ලොක් කරන්න ওই පැත්තෙන් ලියන එක. මම අර එහෙම කරන්නේ නැත්නම් answers ටික යන්න ඕන නිසා, right? Okay. ඒක කරපෙකේ නම් මකන්න ඕනේ නැත්නම් අමාරුයි. Right? Okay. Now we can go to the right. හරි අපි යමු ඊළඟට ඊළඟ මොකද්ද it must be of text data type එහෙම අනිවාර්යෙන් text data type අකුරු වෙන්න ඕන කියලා නීතියක් නැහැ නේද so important thing is it should be unique and it should be it cannot be null හිස් වෙන්න බෑ හරි right මම ඔය ගම අහන foreign key එක ගැනත් ඉතින් foreign key එක ගැන මතක් කරගන්න පොඩ්ඩක් foreign key කියන්නේ common primary keys දෙකක් තිබුණ නැත්නම් tables දෙකක් අතර relationships දාද්දී ඔයාලා මොකද කරන්නේ එක්කෙනෙක්ගේ primary key එක අනිත් පැත්තට foreign key එකක් කරනවා මතක ඇතිනේ if it is one to one relationship there are no any restriction you can get any one of the primary key as a foreign key for the another table නේද one to one relationship එකෙන් තියෙන tables දෙකක් නම් කිසි ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ අනිත් එක්කෙනාගේ ප්‍රාථමික යතුරක් තවත් තැනකට ආගන්තුක යතුරක් බවට පත් කරන්න පුළුවන් if it is one to many relationship you can remember the primary key of the one primary key of the one primary key of the one side become a foreign key of the many side right so that is the second rule you can remember if it is many to many relationship you can remember there are no any foreign keys but you have to build up the third table and you have to get the two both primary keys and you have to create the composite primary key ඔයගොල්ලන්ට තියෙන්නේ many to many relationship එකක් ආවොත් තුන්වෙනි වගුවක් ගොඩනගන්න ඕනි දෙපැත්තේ තියෙන ප්‍රාථමික යතුරු දෙක අරගෙන පොදුවේ මොකද composite primary key ඒ කියන්නේ අපි කියනවා ඒකට සංයුක්ත ප්‍රාථමික යතුරක් බවට පත් කරන්න ඕනේ. හැබැයි ඒක වෙන වෙනම ගත්තොත් ඒ keys ඒක වෙන වෙනම primary keys වෙනවා. හැබැයි වෙනම table එකක. හරි so that is very important. You have to revise that those things right? Okay. Now we can go to the next. Use of the following table contain the information about books right? So you can see the some of the one of the table. right ඔබට අවශ්‍යයි නම් මේ කියන්නේ පහුවෙද්දී අපි පුතේ බලමු access class එකක් කියන්නේ database class එකක් ඊට පස්සේ excel class එකක් ඒ වගේ අපි පොඩ්ඩක් පස්සේ වෙලාව එක බලලා දාගමු right select the correct pair of values that represent the number of records and number of fields respectively right මේකත් වරද්දන දරුවෝ ඉන්නවා පුතේ හරි ඉතින් ඔයගොල්ලෝ හිනත් යනවා ඉතින් නමුත් මේක වරද්දන ළමයි ඉන්නවා number of what are they number of records and number of fields ඉතින් මේ දෙක පටලවා ගන්න තේපා number of records so how many records 1 2 3 4 or 5 සමහර ළමයි unfortunately they use this one also right මෙන්න මේකත් අරගන්නවා so answer should be 4 right records number of records then after we should find number of columns then how many columns how many fields 1 2 3 4 5 6 then 4 and 6 so answer should be first one no right okay right now we can go to the MCQ 21. Which of the following is most suitable as the primary key of the above table? So I think you can select the answer. Right? Right. Yes, very good. Right? ISBN number. Right. So you cannot get the title. Which of the following is more suitable? So yeah. you can get ISBN number. So that is very important, right? Okay. Right. Now we can go to the next question, right? This is Sinhala medium one, right? So this is very important, right? Which of the following is correct regarding the flow chart? So this is very important. You can see the flow chart. Is this selection or repetition? This is what? This is, so you can see, this is what? This is repetition, right? This is repetition. What type of keyword you can use here? It's do while, for loop, or easily you can use what? So this is here when the condition is true only it is repeating, right? But end of the loop, it check the condition, right? Therefore, you can say repeat until we can use, but remember when the condition false only it is repeating, therefore you should change that condition. When you are using the repeat until, you should change the condition, right? That is very important, right? Okay. මම මේකේ ඔයගලන්ට පොඩි දෙයක් එක දෙනවා. මට අරකේ ආන්සර් එක එවද්දී මේකට සියුඩෝ කෝඩ් එකක් ලියන්න ඕනි. හරි? සියුඩෝ කෝඩ් එක ඔයගලන්ට ආකාර තුනට මොන්න ලියලා එවන්න පුළුවන්. So that is very important, right? කැමති විදිහට බලන්න ලියලා එවන්න බලන්න. Okay? Right. Counter to 0. So there is a one of the variable counter, it is 0. Total is 0. There are two empty containers named as counter and total. Yes. In problem? Right. Get the number from the user, right? So we can get number. So I put it as 1. No, it is 2, right? So get the number. Then add number to total. Now total become, I think time is over. So for a 15 minutes, you can join it again, right? Please come back. Okay, right. Then total equal what? Total become 2 now. Add 1 to counter. Now counter should increase by 1. Now counter become 1. Then counter less than 3 years. No, if it is years, then 1 is less than 3 years. When it is correct only, years only repeating, get the number. Then again I put 5. So 5 plus 2, it will become 7. Counter become 2, right? 2 less than 3 years. Then go up. Here you can see total and counter and number, right? Now, so we can start this. Set counter to 0 first. So it is 0 and total is also 0. Then after, so get the number from the user. So I think my number is 2. So if I input 2, then next process add number to total, right? So that 2, that is T is equals to T plus N, right? So our number is 2, then 2 plus 0, now new T is 2, right? Now then this is 2 and add 1 to counter. So you know C is equals to C plus 1, that is counter is equals to counter plus 1. So it will become 1. Then after counter less than 3, 1 less than 3, yes, no? If it is yes, then go like this way. Then after again my second number, I think it is 5, right? So 5, then you know add number to total, then 5 plus that T value of T is 2 now. 5 plus 2, now 7. So updated T is 7. Counter become increased by 1, then it will become 2. Then 2 is less than 3 years. Then go up. Then I think my next number is 3. Then so when I input 3, now 3 plus 7, it is 10, right? Then after counter increase by 1, then counter become 3. Then 3 less than 3. It is false, no? If it is false, then stop and display total. So what should be the answer according to my values? It should be 10, right? So look at the question answers, right? It repeats more than 3 times. No, you can see there are only 3 times it repeating. So that is incorrect. It stops when 3 is entered to num. No, never mind, right? When that number is independent with the number of repetition, right? So this is the number of repetition. This denote number of repetition, right? Therefore, this is wrong. It displays the total when the counter is 3. The total when the counter is 3 years, no? So when the counter is 3 only, it is displaying the output, right? That T. If gets 4 numbers from the user, it gets 4 numbers. No, right? There are only 3 numbers. Okay, so answer should be third one. Okay. Right. Now, 23rd, which of the following can be used to replace add number to total in the flow chart? Right. So, you know, add number to total mean total should increase by that number, then that is 2 t is equals to t plus n. Therefore, answer should be this one. No. If what is this? Add 1 to counter. So, that is what? That is c is equals to C plus 1, no? Right. Now we can move to the next, right? Right. We can erase. Right. Now then after we have to go to the next question, right? That is very easy. Right. Okay. Right. Now we can go to move to the next. What is that? So look at here. So this is the single medium one. Now we can discuss this one. Which of the following statement is correct? Which of the answer is correct? You should find the correct answer, right? Okay. Right. Now let's see the question. The following statement is correct regarding the control structure used in algorithms. Statements or statement within an if-then construct is executed when the condition is false. That is, condition is when the condition is true only. It execute the if-then after it execute the statement. No. So when the if then එක තියෙදි පුතේ if then එකේ condition එක true වුණොත් තමයි ඉස්සෙල්ලම true statement එක වැඩ කරන්නේ, else after the else only it execute the false part, no? Therefore this first one is incorrect. For next loop can be used when the number of repetition is known in the advance. Yes, no, that is correct. When you know the number of executions only, you can use for next loop. But when you don't know the number of executions, so you can use while, do, and repeat until loops. No, if then construct cannot be used within the for next loop. No, we can put, right? So we call that type of control structures, that is combination of selection and repetitions and all, we call nested control structures. සිංහලෙන් අපි කියන නීතිත පාලන ව්‍යුහ කියලා. මතක ඇති පුතේ, සිලෙක්ෂන් තියෙන්න පුළුවන් රෙපිටිෂන් ඇතුළේ, නැත්නම් වර්ණ තියෙන්න පුළුවන් පුනර්කරණ ඇතුළේ, පුනර්කරණ තියෙන්න පුළුවන් වර්ණ ඇතුළේ. If then construct cannot be nested, ඒක වැරදි නේද? So that is wrong. If then එක තමයි nested default එකත් යන්නේ නේද? ඒ නිසා answer එක වෙන්න ඕනේ මොකද්ද පුතා? It is known as the advance, that is for next loop can be used. Second one is the answer. So that is very important, right? Okay. Right. Consider following statements regarding the operators in programming language. Right. Okay. So this is very important. An operator performs, right? An operator performs an operation on one of more variables. Operator performs an operation on one or more variables. Normally we are using more variables, right? Okay. An operator performs. Normally, what are the operators? right? Can you remember the operators? Here, what are the operators? You can see the operators here. Those are the operators. Pascal operators, arithmetical operators. ගණිතමය මෙහෙයුම් තියෙනවා. එකතු කිරීම, අඩු කිරීම, වැඩි කිරීම, බෙදීම, division, div. Can you remember div? It show only the quotient, right? ලබ්ධිය, right? ඔයගොල්ලෝ මතකයිනේ සංඛ්‍යාව තව සංඛ්‍යාව බෙදදී ලබ්ධිය සහ ශේෂය. We call that quotient and remainder. So div display only the quotient, right? And mod display only the remainder, right? So that is very important, right? There are no any rounding off value, right? සමහර විට නම් මේක rounding off කරලා වටේීමක් කරලා දෙනවද කියලා එහෙම එකක් නෙමෙයි. whole number එක තමයි display කරන්නේ, right? So that is very important. Okay, now division, by using the division you can see the decimal values, right? දශම සංඛ්‍යා දකින්න පුළුවන්. Okay. Right. And other operators, what are they? Comparison operators, right? So you can see there are so many numbers, right? We can use normally variables, 2 or more. We should use with the operators, right? Okay, let's go to the next operator type, that is comparison operator. Greater than, less than, and not equal. So here this is not equal. So you should revise that your knowledge, right? So that is very important. Those are comparison operators. සංසන්දනාත්මක මෙහෙයුම්. හරි. Logical operators and or not, right? Those are very important. 3 greater than or equals to 2 is true. 3 is not equals to 3 is false, right? So you can see or mean at least one non, then output should be true, no? So that those are called logical operators, right? තාර්කික මෙහෙයුම්. හරි. අපි මේ ප්‍රශ්نين පස්සේ යනවා එක ක්වෙස්චන් එකක් හරි කතා කරලා අද අපි නවත්තමු. දැන් 2019 අනිත් එක දවසේ කතා කරමු නේ පුතේ. එකපාර ස්ටාර්ට් එක ගමු. අපි මේක කතා කරලා ඉතින් අදට නවත්තමු. Right. Look at the last question. An operator performs an operations on one or more variables, right? අපි බලමු එක. Right? You need more variables, right? An operation may have more than one operator. Sorry, an expression may have more than one operator. Expression more than one operator may sometimes there are one operator, no? එකක් තියෙන්නත් පුළුවන් නේද? හරි? Comparison operators compare two expressions. That is correct, right? Normally it compare two expressions, right? So what should be the answer? It asking the statement are correct, right? Only one said that A, B, C all. What about others? Right? Yes. An expression may have more than one operators. සමහරවිට තියෙන පුළුවන් more than one operator. B හරි නේද පුතේ? B හරි. B correct, right? B is correct. And expression may have more than one operator. එකක් හෝ එකකට يعني එකකට වැඩියෙන් සමහරවිට තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. තියෙන්න පුළුවන් එකතු කිරීම අඩු කිරීම වැඩි කිරීම බෙදීම ඔක්කොම එකට තියෙන්න පුළුවන් නේද පුතේ? ඒ නිසා B හරි. C C කොහොමත් හරිනේ නේද? 2 values ගන්න. ඒතර B C දෙකම හරි. What about A? Yes, A also correct නේද? අපි ඒක ගන්න correct එකක් විදිහට. So answer should be A, B, C all, right? I think your answer is correct. Can you anybody any question? You have any question? Right? Okay. Right. So I think we can start the 2019 paper with the new day, right? Okay. So I can send you the recording, right? Okay, all of you have the good day and right, I will stop the